Hello, my beautiful Voidian Children, and welcome back to Russian Roulette. Today, we got a little surprise. Before we start this video, you can skip forward if you don't want to watch this, because I usually do. When it comes to this stuff, I'm here to promote somebody who I am now working with. I just started working with them today, so don't expect codes anytime soon. But these creepy ones, and they have the cutest goth stuff, I swear to God. Like, it's super cute. And I ordered this earring, and I ordered a little choker. Ordered a couple things. And they do have some more stuff, but it's all really cute. Just like the leggings. I love the leggings. Look how cute the ones with the little crosses are. And I can't even speak. It's supposed to sound professional. But like with the bracelets, oh my goodness. They're so cute. If you guys want to... Oh, and they're 100% vegan and animal cruelty free. So it's worldwide fast shipping, 30 days money back guarantee. I mean, that's amazing, right? And they're all just so cute. Like, if you guys are into the goth style like I am, you guys would love this stuff. It is muy bien. I don't know what that means. It just came to mind, but like I said, here are the earrings. They got the cute little bat earrings. Oh my goodness. And oh my goodness. And I love the ones that like clip on your ear like that. They're so freaking cute. Like, everything about this stuff is just so cute. Like the one with the little dagger coming out of it. It's with the little crosses. The ones with spiders. And here we have some of the rings. I didn't order any rings because I have a habit of just losing those. But if you guys are into wearing rings, they've got some really cool rings here too. Anyway, with that being said, with you showing all these cute little things that I've come to freaking love going through these things, like me myself, I can't afford much of them, but I did buy a couple because, well, I get them for free now. And I'm like, holy crap, as a goth, I love it. But anyways, well, shut up about that now and get into Russian Roulette, because I freaking love this story, y'all. South glanced over towards Russia, only to see him smiling to himself while wagging his tail, and America smirking next to him. South blinked a few times and then turned away without a word, but was just like, yeah, that's too gay for me. I'm gonna go over here. Fucking shit. I was trying to move it. Got distracted. I wonder what the next round is going to be. South's hearing was almost completely back now. He glanced over at the holographic screen that displayed nothing but static. Japan sensed someone approaching them. He lifted his eyelids and whipped his head towards the figure. It was a familiar figure with red horns and long crimson hair. What brings you here again, China? The Chinese man narrowed his eyes and threat towards the Chinese man. China put both hands in a gesture that he wasn't looking for a fight. At least not right now. I just wanted to congratulate you on getting the highest points in the first round. Quite a show you guys put on. You're better than I expected. They haven't tallied the points yet. How do you know we have the highest points overall? America joined in with a smirk. China and America stared at each other with a mocking gaze. Math is my favorite subject. Then where does that put your team in the rankings list? The prince tilted his head. He wasn't actually asking. It didn't matter because EU would announce it later. China knew that, but still answered. Second. Before America could reply with a snid remark, China continued. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll meet in the finals anyway. I'll see you there. The prince spoke in Chinese this time. China was pleasantly surprised that America knew how to speak his native language. China knew he didn't belong amongst his teammates. They disliked him, and he detested them. It was a mutual friendship of loathing, but teaming up proved to have slight benefits, so both parties pushed through for the time being. It was a mere temporary alliance. Even so, they couldn't avoid the repetitive bickering of the two sides. After China wrapped up his little conversation with America's group, he didn't have a destination in mind to go to. Suddenly, the starting bell rang again. Everyone in the waiting room turned stiff with anticipation and anxiousness. The holographic screen static disappeared and was placed by an image of the main stadium. EU walked back to his original position during the first match. Welcome back, dear audience. We have finished tallying the points from the first round. Let us announce the handful of teams that have passed. Xian also walked into the field. She stood up by the side of the stadium, staring clear of the camera. EU pulled out a piece of paper from his pocket. He read out the names of those who passed. Both Americans and China's teams were mentioned in the list of names. The audience clapped their hands merrily, congratulating the groups who passed. The groups who didn't, their faces were filled with disappointment. But what was done was done. Got their asses kicked. Now, the interesting part you've all been waiting for. Our second round is called Hunter and Prey. This time, only one person per group is allowed to participate, so pick your group representative well. There will be one prey and everyone else will be hunters. The prey must not get captured by the hunters. If the prey does get captured, the prey's team will gain points depending on how long they survived. The hunters' points will be judged by the three of us. We will appoint the points to the hunters that contribute the most. If the prey pass the time limit, then the prey wins. The same scoring system applies for either possibility. Who's sitting at my feet? My baby's sitting at my feet, y'all. If y'all couldn't tell, I was trying to go for the more 80s ponytail. Though it would be higher up, I was too lazy to try to get it to go higher up, because that would take too long to brush out the back and everything. But I think it's kind of cute. I don't know. A little bit. Just trying something new when dressing up goth. And yes, I've dressed goth again. It's my little skirt. My little skirt, y'all. I love it. And a little chain. Chains. I thought it would be a very special occasion to dress goth, seeing that I'm getting free stuff from a gothers right now. And when my new goth stuff arrives, I will be wearing it for the video that I make after that when it arrives. Anyway, I keep getting distracted by this goth stuff. I'm excited. Maybe I can convince them to give me a code and y'all can get some money off on some cute goth stuff. Anyway, the groups in the waiting room whispered to each other, already discussing their plans for the round and who they're going to pick. EU still wasn't done. Now you might ask, how do we determine which unfortunate group becomes prey? Well, there were points from the previous round came into play. The group with the highest points will be prey, and so this round, Group 9 is being hunted. The group could feel the hungry eyes land on them. A drop of cold sweat slid down Japan's face. The pressure of one on this one is immense. He wiped away the sweat with his kimono sleeve. Well, we'll give you guys some time to think about who to send out for this one. Best of luck, everyone. You climbed off stage and stood next to Xian. America could see the others appointing their representative for the round. Who should we send? North broke the silence between them. Shit. This was almost as if sending a cow to slaughter. The amount of potent students hunting them would pose a huge threat of their chances of winning. I realized my sister texted me. Anyway. Do you think we should send a dragon? I mean, they have wings, so it'll be harder for everyone to capture them. Japan proposed the idea. There's a chance their team would send China. He is also a dragon, so he should be able to fly as well. The Russian furrowed his brow in thought. He was thinking of all the possible outcomes that could happen. North glanced over and saw almost all the teams had picked their representative for this round. We should hurry up and decide before the time limit ends. Give me a sec. Honestly, that hairstyle was getting on my nerves, and plus I haven't had my hair down for videos in a while. It's so poofy right now, because I washed it just 2 days ago, which I'm going to wash it again tonight. I wash it, like skip a night, wash my hair, maybe skip 1 or 2 nights, wash my hair. I don't like keeping my hair unwashed for a while, but I can't wash it every night either. My hair is complicated. Anyway, enough. If we can't decide on someone, I'll go. America cut in abruptly, which caught everyone off guard. America's words steered Russia's train of thought off track. North growled in complaint. You keep holding back, though. We all know you don't have that idle human weapon for nothing. The prince slumped back and shrugged. I'll take this more serious this time. Don't worry. Before North could protest again, the bell rang, signaling for the representatives to come to the main arena. America leaped from his seat and made his way to the door. Before he was about to exit, he'd heard his team members wish him good luck. When Russia thought about it again, this was probably the best option. He felt like if he was the one thrown on the field, everyone would be scorched to ashes. Probably. When he walked through the blinding sunlight flashed in his eyes. He lifted a hand to cover himself from the sunlight. The cheers of the crowd resonated through the stadium. The other contestants stared at America. This was their ticket to victory. So close yet so far. They all saw what the prince was capable of. The prince scanned the crowd and didn't see a hint of crimson hair. It seems that China's team didn't send China. Azian clapped her hands together. It was loud and shouted through the commotion. Fucking hair is getting on my nerves, y'all. I swear to God. The group of contestants felt the ground under them rumble. The scenery before them changed and split in a split second. It was an arena ring before, but now it transformed into the woods. Trees sprouting out of the ground, towering above the contestants. The ground underneath them started forming grass. What was inside these deep woods were unknown. Everyone watched in awe at Azian's ability. Oh my God, guys. I don't know how to speak. Fucking bitch. America grinned. He felt the train favored him better than the previous one. This will be your train for this round. Pray, please step forward. You have a 5-second head start. EU spoke to the crowd. America stepped forward. The audience remembered him from the brutal performance last round. They felt that this round would be exciting. The other contestants could burn holes through America's back. The American faced these woods, ready to run at any moment. 3, 2, 1, run! The second EU said run, the prince plunged into the thick woods. America knew 5 seconds wouldn't get him far. He just needed to go as far as his legs could take him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the rounds begin. Everyone else stormed into the woods as well. They could see a vague shadow of white figure running through the woods. The prince turned his head to check the distance between them. It was shortening little by little. America had to take a hard turn with a contestant teleported right in his face. He was careful not to trip on any of the unexpected protruding stones. The ones that couldn't keep up to America's speed decided to play it safe and set up traps while patrolling the area. Some were still hot on his tail. America quickly racked his brain for something around here to use to slow them down. The prince needed to get them off his back. After that, he could dominate the field as much as he wanted. The contestants started activating their abilities on him. Now, America had to worry about dodging and not getting a bloody hole blown through him. America's teammates watched at the edge of their seats in a waiting room. They weren't even there, but they felt adrenaline pumping through their veins at a rapid rate. Your Highness, stay safe, Russia thought as he watched more abilities being activated at the prince. Bro's like, don't kill my hubby. That is a word I have never used. Y'all, I find myself doing more and more stuff I don't ever do with this channel. I love you guys. Even though nobody is gonna watch this. This is great. Fucking. Something scraped the prince's cheek. Then it was his arm, then leg. It kept going. There were too many people to worry about. Something formed in America's palm. He knew it was a nearly what? He threw it at a nearby weak tree. Oh my god, I could fucking figure out what the fuck that said. It hit the bullseye. The entire tree came tumbling down and hit multiple people in the head, knocking them unconscious. Amidst the confusion and panic, America used this opportunity to slip away. He leaped up into the trees where the hunters lost sight of him. The trees were just far too thick. Why did I say it like that? Don't worry, guys. Even if we lost him, we can patrol the area. There are so many of us, so eventually we're going to run into him again. Before she finished her words, something came flying at her. She dropped to the ground, withering in pain. The rest of the hunters' gazes followed and landed on her legs and dried a bloody red. The stench of blood was clear. The overwhelming scent of iron made the group alert of their surroundings. Another hunter dropped to the ground, wailing in pain. They were injured in similar fashion as the first fallen hunter. In the trees! It's the prince! He didn't run away! They dropped to the ground, kneeling in pain. Everyone naturally expected the prey would try and hide until the time limit ended, but what they didn't expect was that the prey was cold-blooded and was ready to start a massacre. The prey becomes the hunter. Y'all, I swear I get more and more retarded to go further into this channel. I can't even. Like, I was diagnosed, and I am on the spectrum, but this channel making this shit worse. I swear to God. One by one, everyone dropped to the ground, and their cries of pain mixed in with each other. The ones who weren't hit yet knew that eventually it would be their turn. Every time the trees rustled slightly, fucking shit, someone would be injured the next second. Is this his ability? What the hell? In the trees, watch out. Retreat right now. Every single hunter dropped to the ground, reduced to such a state. And the ones who tried to get up again found it too difficult. The ones with defensive abilities didn't even have the chance to even activate them. Their impending doom dawned on them without mercy. So anyone with healing abilities, yes, but ever since they fell victim, they can't focus on activating their ability. Fuck. Going up against the human weapon is too unfair for us. This round made it seem like the rules were reversed. The audience was shocked, speechless, but yet also pumped. This performance was extremely entertaining to watch. Once the last hunter dropped to the ground, EU clapped. Wow, I never expected the prey would single-handedly massacre the entire hunter population. Congratulations to Group 9 for winning the second round. The leaves wrestled one last time as a white figure with pale skin leaped from the trees. His figure was spotless, not even a drop of blood on him. America's team had their eyes wide and in shock. All their attention was focused on one aspect, the prince's hand. Human weapon. So what? This is what I am, and I cannot deny that title. The prince slowly turned his head to the screen. His mismatched blue eyes were especially chilling to look at right now. The Russian dragon's heart started to beat rapidly when he stared at the American's heated gaze. Was it adrenaline? Even Russia didn't know. It's fucking gay-ass fucking... I don't even know, bro. Russia's eyes sparkled with an emotion he couldn't describe. It was warm and nice. Even his face felt warm. The prince's gaze spoke to him. He'd even hear his voice in his head. When they call me a human weapon, take it literally. It wasn't just a title. America's hands were not the familiar, ambushed, pale white hands Russia had come to familiarize himself with, but rather now it was a deadly metal contraption that extended from his arm. Gun. I've got a joke saying dog gun's better than me, but this is amazing. The art, it's so nice. Mwah, yes. Anyway, my beautiful Voidian children, that's a perfect place to leave off the video. I love you, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.